Ed, Edd n Eddy. Top 3 most influential cartoon of my childhood. So influential to me, in fact, that I remember exactly where the fuck I was when I saw my favorite episode. Forgot the name of the episode, but it's when Ralph smacked the shit out of Eddie with a fish. This whole story starts off with the fact that Johnny is a dumbass. Eddie's up to his get-rich-quick scheme. I understand that Johnny is dumb, but when the fuck did you have the time to put up all these mirrors? Anyway, the Eds have a kung fu studio. Ed and Double D are in the inside doing dumb shit. For some reason, Eddie wants to crack Johnny in half using Ed's massive cinder block of a forehead. The scheme gets interrupted because all the kids are running into the alleyway. You want to know why? Because all the kids are checking up with Ralph, admiring him head to toe in his homemade sea cucumber outfit. How big was that fucking sea cucumber? Now, the one thing this show wanted to hammer inside of your head when it came to Rolf is that he's obviously foreign. Where is he from? I have no fucking idea. Ralph proceeds to start handing out a family delicacy. Some cucumber balls, no diddy. Eddie, being the ignorant fuck that he is, took one of the balls and threw that motherfucker straight into the goddamn fence. No diddy. All of this shit sounds weird. Moral of the story here is that you don't disrespect other people's cultures because you don't know what the fuck's coming after that. Ralph is fucking beside himself. The man feels disgraced. He goes back into his house, and the next time he comes back out, Ralph starts mourning the loss of his honor by telling his friends to step on his fucking face. Later on, the Eds are inside of the junkyard, and Eddie is too stupid to realize why he is in the wrong. Double D, being the voice of reason, is just like, hey, you disgraced the son of a shepherd. You might want to apologize. And Ed comes out of left field saying, I want to make cupcakes. The only thing that I want you to take from this is cupcakes. Keep cupcakes in the back of your mind, okay? You got it? Of course, Eddie ain't trying to make no damn cupcake. And of course, Eddie ain't trying to apologize either. So Double D's just like, why don't you just give him this flour and say sorry? But keep in mind, the first offense was Eddie throwing the goddamn cucumber ball. This time, it was Double D's fault. Simply because he didn't know no better. Ralph is so deep into depression that he's buried himself in this backyard. And as soon as he is introduced this plant, he fucking goes straight Undertaker and just lifts his top half of his body out of the ground. Looks at Eddie with a straight face and says, bitch, did you bring me the shrub of ridicule? So first you gonna shame me, and then you gonna rub it in my face? Bitch, put your shoes on. I declare to God and everybody that I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. This man then proceeds to dig a huge ass hole in his backyard with 2 hand shovels. Do you understand how mad you have to be to fucking dig up a pool-sized hole in your backyard just to fight somebody? Then Ralph pulls a goddamn tree from out the root, tosses that motherfucker over the hole, and then right after that he said, I am done training. I am ready to kick his ass now. Kevin goes up to the Eds and is just like, Eddie, Ralph, he need that. At this point in my childhood, this is the most angry I've ever seen Ralph. I'm terrified. Kevin goes up to Eddie with a container and says, choose your weapon, which is filled with fish. No shit. Can't use real weapons in a cartoon. We go from a beautiful summer's day to a big giant flash to straight desolation and destruction in the background. Ralph's over there looking at Eddie. Bitch, you got any last words? Eddie finally takes the opportunity to say, I'm sorry. Oh, if this is true, where are your cupcakes of sorriness? Ed turns around in the hopes that somebody made a damn cupcake. Ed is over there shrugging his shoulders like, bitch, we could have did this hours ago. You said no. And then out of nowhere, blam, Ralph starts beating the bejesus out of this man with a fucking fish. Damn near knocked out some dental work. Ralph stops for a minute and is just like, bitch, this is supposed to be a fight. Why are you not fighting me? Stop trying to hit me and hit me, you goofy bitch. Before Eddie could even try to lift up his fish, wow! Right across the face one last time so he could fall right into the hole. And everything is right in the world because Ralph has now restored his honor by slapping another fellow child in the face with a fish. All this shit could have been solved with cupcakes, but no!